It's Chico time.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well indeed. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
What people don't know is we kind of started together.
We started completely
as,
together 20 years
youngsters,
ago, that's right.
No, no, I'm still on the same sort of level as I was then, but you've been to the stars and back, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of ups and downs, you know.
Yeah, you were you weren't in the first series, were you in the second series of X Factor?
That's right, second series.
And you got to the quarterfinals.
That's right. Yeah, that was in 2005, and I call it the day the X Factor formula was born, really, because before they had the formula, but it was really the first time they had a template where they would have, you know, variety of people, and they'll always stick a, you know, a character or a novelty act or whatever it is.
Who won it the year you were in it?
Shane Ward.
I was going to say you were the only person I remember from that year, but no, I do remember Shane Ward.
Yeah, no, Shane's fantastic. Another great talent that really should have done a lot better than what they've done with him. But again, look, it's all about, you know, it's a conveyor belt syndrome. You know, you got that 1 year to make your mark, and you know, back in our year, you had a couple of years really. You could even get 2 or 3 years out of it. Now, you're very, very lucky to get 3 months out of it. And if you've got the machine behind you that give you the right music and the right help, then you're likely to do well, like, you know, Leona and One Direction, JLS, whatever. And if Simon is behind you, is interested in you, and is putting 100% into you, you can make it. But if he doesn't, and he goes off elsewhere because something else he's going to be put on the shelf, unfortunately, and but that's the name of the business. That's the name of the game.
So what was that year like following X Factor for you? Because you must have worked yourself to death, didn't you?
Oh God, I mean, I was doing like something like between 7 and 10 gigs a week, you know, and that was just insane. And I was doing that for, you know, for a good couple of years. So I would probably say I gigged more than anybody in the history of X Factor contestants. Purely because of the act that I was. It does what it says on the tin. Chico time is fun time. You know, you're not going to be sitting on your seat. It is get up off your feet and let's have fun.
Did you have a #1 hit with that?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I mean, I believe in the PMA, which has been my philosophy throughout my life, which I use, positive mental attitude. And I always say, dream it, believe it, work for it, achieve it, in that order. And for me, you know, when I walked in, everyone thought I was crazy, but 9 months to the day that I walked in, not only did they get a #1, it knocked Madonna off the top spot.
Did you?
So, you know, here's this mad goat herder that just came from Morocco who just burst onto the TV screens, and it was kind of like, you just didn't get it because you never really seen anything like it before. It's something that no one can take away from you. And again, for me, it was a power of self-belief or delusions of grandeur, but either way it worked.
Speaking of family and grandchildren, how has being a family man changed you now?
Oh, in every way. You know, for me, family was the grounding of me. Of course, you know, being an exotic dancer for 12, 13 years, being around the world, done it all, get paid, get laid, and it was kind of just a crazy life, decadent life. So it needed something to clip my wings, basically, and obviously my daughter came along, and it was kind of like the taming of the wild man. And when Zachariah came, he kind of sealed the deal. But you know, as you get older, you hopefully get wiser, and you realize that it's not about the physicality. You know, we're three-dimensional beings. You know, we're mental, physical, spiritual. So I tried to combine the three to hopefully become a complete person. And, you know, we're working on it. And, of course, we're working the business that feeds the ego, and sometimes you forget to feed the soul, and that's where the true happiness lies, you know. So you know, trying to find a nice balance, and right now at 42, I think I have. And I feel happier now and more complete than I ever did in my life, so, yeah.
So what about fame? Has fame changed you at all?
What I really found, you know, in the business that we were in is no different to this business, except that you get paid more, you get recognized by all sects of people from, you know, 2 years old to 80 years old. And that's it, really. There was no difference, you know. Picking up the phone and taking a gig was exactly the same as we did in Dog and Duck and the British Legion, you know. And it had, you know, it has wonderful bonuses. My dream was always to start my own charity. And because of that, I started a charity called the Rainbow Child Foundation. And I did it because when I was working for other charities, I realized that not all the money went not 100% of the money went to the cause. So for me, I said, right, we're going to start this and we're going to give 100% of the money away. And, you know, we reached 15,000 children around the world. That's really been the most proud thing that I've ever done. And hopefully we trying to make it grow. We went from Cambodia to South Africa to Malawi, and we're expanding to Uganda. So eventually, hopefully when I leave this world, I can leave a little legacy to my children to carry on, and hopefully done through love and you know, sharing and giving to those that need it, and especially the children in this case.
Yeah. Well, it would be a pleasure sharing the stage with you. 20 years on.
20 years on, and here we are.
Yeah,
still telling you, it's an absolute pleasure. Oh, put on your party pants and let's get on down, because we know what time it is.
It's Chico time.